Hello my dear friends, welcome to this video. In this video we're gonna learn what is the Node.js and how to use this. So this will be a series of videos which I will teach you the Node.js step by step. I make it so easy so anybody could use Node.js in the most simple way. So the first thing, the Node.js introduction. What is Node.js? Node.js is an open source server environment. Node.js is completely free and Node.js run on various platforms like Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac, and etc. Node.js uses JavaScript language on the server. Why Node.js? Why we should use Node.js? Node.js uses asynchronous programming. A common task for a web server can be to open a file on the server and return the content to the client. Here's how the PHP or ASP handles the file request. First, they sense a task on the computer's file system. They wait while the file system opens and read the file. Once they did that, they return the content to the client, and after that ready to handle the next request. This is how the PHP and ASP works, but Node.js works different. Here's how Node.js handles the file request. Node.js first sends the task to the computer's file system. Once it's sent, it's ready to handle the next request. And then when the file system has opened and read the file, the server returns the content to the client. It means in the same time you can do multiple things on the server. That is the benefit of using Node.js. So Node.js is simply continues the working when you put another work on it. So this is a positive for the Node.js. That's why we use Node.js. What can Node.js do for us? Node.js can generate dynamic page content. Node.js can read, open, create, write, delete, or close the file on the server. Node.js can collect data from the server. Node.js can add, delete, modify data in your database. Just like you can do it on the PHP or ASP, Node.js can do it much better. Okay, what is a Node.js file? Node.js file contains tasks that will be executed on the certain events. A typical event is when someone trying to access a port on the server. Node.js file must be initiated on the server before having any effect. Node.js file have extension of .js. This may looks confusing, but I will explain each of this on the code, so no worries. So how to start? From where should we start? The first thing you need to do is the download Node.js. You can download it from its official website, nodejs.org. If you go to Google and search for Node.js, this is the Node.js website. If you go to the Node.js website, here you can download the Node.js. This is the current version 19.00, but this is better to download 18.12 LTC, recommended for most of users. All you need to do is download and install it on your computer. Very easy. Just download, next, and install will be done. If you are on a Mac, download and drag drop on the application folder and it will be installed. That easy. Once we have installed the Node.js, to write the code you also need to download a code editor. I recommend the Visual Code Editor or the Visual Studio Code. Yes, Visual Studio Code. Download this program and install it on your computer. This is a very good, powerful code editor. Just like you download the Node.js, just go to its website, download for your version. It's for Mac, Linux, Windows. Just click on download, next, and installation will be done. That easy. So you need to do this two things: download the Node.js and a code editor, which I recommend the Visual Code. Once you did that, now let's go to the folder. I make a folder for my project, so this will be a simple project, so I call it a simple project. Open the Visual Code. All you need to do is drag and drop your folder inside the Visual Code. That easy. Your project is now inside the Visual Code. What we want to do is like we said before, Node.js support .js format, so we have to create a file with the .js extension. In this example, we make a file called my first project, my first.js. So this is my first JS file, and I want to run some code and run it by Node.js. This is a code which make a server for us. This code will make a server for us. Do not be worried about the code right now. I will explain the code later, line by line, but for now we just copy and paste this code into my Visual Code, into this my file.js. Just copy paste this one. Do not be worried what this code does or something else. I will explain it later. For now, you just need to learn how to make a file and how to put a code and how to run it. Okay. Once we created our file and we put the code, you have to remember we run our code by using command line interface. The Node.js file must be initiated in the command line interface of your computer. First of all, you have to navigate to the folder that our project is inside this one. So in here, my project is inside this code /nodejs /simple project, and this is the URL of where my code is located. You have to go to that folder, but in Visual Code, if I go to terminal and new terminal, there you see we are exactly on this path. If you are not, you can use cd and folder name to go to that folder. If you want to go back, cd and add 2 dot, it will go back. That's how you navigate to this folder. But Visual Code have this ability to directly put you inside this folder. But for example, if you have another folder, I call it for example folder 123. If our file is inside this folder, we can just come here and write cd, the folder name. Now we are inside this 123 folder and we can run our Node.js there. But because my file is located inside simple project, I need to write cd 2 dot to go back. Now we are inside simple project. This is very important. You need to be inside that folder where your project file is inside that folder. Okay, once done, what you need to do is to run your code, you just write node before your file name. That is how you run the Node.js on the file. That's very simple, right? You just write node and after that your file name. That is how you run Node.js. Very easy. So the code we wrote this code. What this code does, this code will create a server on the computer. So the code tells the computer to write hello world. If anybody like a web browser tries to access your computer on that port 3000, the code hello world will be displayed. Okay, let's go to the code. This is the code, and we come here to the terminal. Remember, we are inside simple project. This is where my file is located. Let me remove this folder. This is where my file is located. All I need to do is type node space, and after that my file name. My file name is my first.js. Make sure to save this file by Ctrl S. Okay, my first.js. Just press enter, and that's it. My server is now running. I didn't got any message because I didn't display any message on the code, but my server is running on port 3000. If I go to my browser and I write 127.0.0.1 and 3000. Well, if I go to this URL, this is where my server is located, and if I press enter, you see hello world. Hello world is printed. If I change this message, for example, I change this hello world to hello world 123. I want this server. If I save and come back here, see, if I refresh, it will not be changed. You see, it doesn't change. Why? Because we are running a server. To change, if we change something, we have to refresh our server. To do that, I close my server, I come back to terminal, new terminal, and I make sure I'm inside the simple project folder. I type node/myfirst.js, and now if I come back to this URL 127.0.0.1 and 3000, which is the port, and if I refresh, you see we get the message is updated. So now we have run a server into my computer by using Node.js. You shouldn't be worried about the code and extra things. This tutorial was all about how to download and how to set up the Node.js and run it inside your computer. In the next videos, we will learn how to make very cool things with the Node.js. So make sure to follow my other tutorials. To do that, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and press the bell icon so you don't miss those videos. If you like this video, make sure to put a comment. If you have any question, you can also put a comment and ask me anything. So guys, thanks for your watching. Have a great time.